We sitting there trying to figure out who gonna start what, and well,
Quickest show ever. Good morning, everybody.
seriously. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome. Either you will see it now or see it later. Welcome to another episode of
Talk good.
And Walk Bad. What's our motto? We ain't never go nowhere. Nope. So from the title, y'all know exactly what today's show is about. It's about you, us, and our mental health.
Yes, Lord.
So for starters, my brother TG, how you doing, man?
On the day episode, I ain't gonna fuck with you, man. I'm good. I got good in me. I do good, but I don't even know if I'm doing good. Got a lot on my mind, But time don't wait for no man. I still got business to tend to, so it's a blessing to be able to stop for a second, talk to my brother, talk to the fans.
No, for sure, man. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. I know how you feel. For the past couple of weeks, I'm not even going front. It hasn't been too good. But I woke up and that's all that matter. A lot of people can't get the chance to say, hey man, you know what? Life was bad, but I woke up this morning.
Correct. And
a lot of people can't say that.
Pulling the curtain back, man. I know, and I know you know, this is an unspoken thing just between me and you. Because that's what it's about right now. What I'm about to say is we normally chop it up for hours daily.
Mm-hmm.
And we just been in that zone where we got stuff to tend to. We ain't had the chance to necessarily do that.
Right.
But that's how strong the love is, the blood is, the bond is. It's like, yo, it be like that sometimes, but that don't mean I love you any less, or it's gonna be there.
Right. And truth be told, I had to learn that because, not for nothing. A brother would get mad if, didn't hear from my brothers and stuff like that. But I had to understand as an adult, people go through what they go through. Sometimes they go through in silence and they don't want to talk about it at the moment. That don't make you no less of a brother. But you got to give them time to when they're ready to talk to you and want to talk to you about stuff. So, pulling the curtain back again. I'll do a weekly check-in, with the fam and make sure everybody's good. And that's when we talk. We talk like we ain't stopped talking. And that's cool. As long as my family's okay, I'm good. But I'm not gonna keep dwelling on it and stuff like that. I'm gonna speak my truth. There's a lot of people that I don't talk to no more. It's not that I don't want to talk to them. It's the fact that you're not going to interrupt my peace. And a lot of people, friends and family alike, interrupt my peace. So I back off. I don't say nothing. A lot of people going to say, no, you know what? That's not right. You shouldn't do that and stuff like that. Is my mental health more important though? Let's really talk about it.
I can't be valuable to nobody if I ain't straight.
There you go.
And I consider it like working in a factory. Let's say an assembly line.
Mm-hmm.
I say factory because I want you to think about a loud area where you can't talk. You stand in the same room, but it's loud. You can't talk.
Right.
As long as everybody's working towards the same goal. We got this job to build this car. I'm doing the frame, you doing the engine, somebody working on tires. But I said that to say this: when you have that person, no matter if you necessarily got to have no beef with that person, but if they're not a part of that assembly line, they're not a part of that factory, it ain't even about talking no more. Is you're not working, you're not helping with my goal. And
Right.
sometimes you got to back up because your piece at the end of the day is, I got something accomplished.
Yeah. And to piggyback off what you said, you're not a real human inside if you can't understand that. And a lot of people don't. Like, it's sad. It's sad. People will put their selfishness in front of everybody else's problems. They'll get mad at you off of little things. Like, I'm not gonna say too much because I don't
know what
want
you mean.
to offend, but
I know what you mean.
people get mad off of the little things. And it's like, how about just, yo, you good? You need to vent? Let me just be that listening ear. A lot of people don't like that if it's not concerning them.
And you went right where I wanted to go. And this is not to bash anybody because we all learn in our own time. But I put it like this: I'm at the age to where if I always got to make something about you, and I don't mean in certain relationships, but I mean just like brothers. Because like I say, I don't really have friends like that. I got people that I will fight for, die for. But I know people out there that do have casual friends and stuff like that, but they're always pouring into someone else.
Right.
They talk. It's about the other person while they're suffering. And you go drain yourself like that. That person may not mean to be that way, but you have to accept with yourself what you can have and what you can allow and what you're able to do at that time. I'm not telling you to cut those people off, but I'm telling you, you can't always keep pouring out if you're not receiving in anything either.
Right.
Some people need that. Some people need that compliment every day just to keep going. But why do you have to be the only person that's doing it?
Right. And it's sad because a lot of bridges got burnt. And this is just from me personally. A lot of bridges got burnt by me because of that exact thing that you're talking about. And, a lot of people will sit there and be like, well, but that was your boy, or, that was your family member, this, that, and the third. Okay, I get that. But do I go on social media and talk about my problems? No, I deal with them. If you feel a certain way about somebody, approach them. Talk to them about it when you're ready to talk to them about it. Now, the truth is, am I ever gonna talk to these people again? Maybe. It all depends on where my spirit is at. I'm gonna be 50 in about a month and some change. I ain't got time to be sitting here being mad at nobody. I ain't got no time to be sitting here holding grudges. It is what it is.
I think that's the biggest thing that I want to get across right now in this segment. Is protecting your peace don't mean you got to ruin somebody else's. It's just you got to protect yourself, and your peace is what's keeping you here, because life already is stressful. You already have responsibilities, whether you ask for them or not. It's part of being grown. So what's the point in adding more to yourself in situations where it's supposed to be adding to that peace, or it's supposed to be helping building you up? And again, this is just general. I'm not talking about anybody in specific. It's just stuff that I've learned over time. Like, hey, sometimes you go get distant from people and it's still all love. And sometimes you have to get distant from people because you got to protect yourself on that.
But a lot of people don't see it that way, bro.
What were we just talking about? You got something that you're trying to do on your phone, something that you need to download, whether for work or entertainment, and you don't have enough room, and then you go back and look and see how much stuff you're actually not using.
Talk about it.
How much stuff is actually taking up space that you don't even realize is there. And you made me think when we had that talk.
Mhm.
I'm like, man, how much stuff you actually doing in your life where it's taken away from your energy and you want to do something else and you can't because you're worried about something else that you don't even touch. You
Yep.
worry about something and you don't even realize it's taking your mental space up. Still holding
But-
on to the past, still holding on to people that don't mean you well, still trying to do everything for everybody, but not for yourself. Still trying to, make stuff happen when it ain't meant to be. When you can put some of that energy into what helps you, cause life is short, man.
No, it is. And like I said, there's gonna come a point in time where we're gonna have to sit down with the people that we're not speaking to and have this conversation. And when we do have this conversation, hopefully time has passed and we can be more mature about it and not know, still gonna act the way I'm acting and stuff like that. And then it's like it's right back to square one. All right, let me fall back from you because I don't got time for that.
Now this one here was a challenge.
That's the clip I was looking for. I want to keep playing that. Now this one here was a challenge. Cause it's hard, man, when you know. Yo, I see what's up, John?
John said, "Good afternoon, gentlemen. Hope you two are doing well. Want to send y'all all the love." Yo, you already know, brother.
Yeah, right.
You already know what it is.
Right. Yeah, we ain't got to be explainers. We appreciate you. So yeah, with that, like I said, we're just talking about mental health in general on this episode. If you are tuning in live or if you're coming in, like feel free. Whatever you got going on, you can go ahead.
One and only, what's good?
What's going on, brother? Good to see you again. Cause I can't even front with you, bro. Like I said, we kind of touched on it. I'm not gonna go deep, but sometimes you get things that make you recognize the positive. And sometimes I don't think Shawn Michaels said that you got to get low before you can look up. I won't say I got extremely low, but it dang sure made me look up.
Yeah, brother. Everyone is good. We just, this is our basically our monthly mental health check-in. We're gonna we might not do shows and stuff like that often like we want to because life's. But the one show that's always going to be consistent and constant is the mental check-in for everybody. This is, not just for us, but, for our fans and, anybody that'll listen. That's basically what this is. So, me and my bro T, we just basically, talking. This is basically, I know some of y'all know the story. This is basically how the show started. This is how the whole podcasting thing started with us. We sit here and have conversations. Like I said, man, me and T will break days sometime, just chopping it up, just talking. Then we got our fam into it. Start talking. Yo, let's do a podcast because some of this stuff we be talking about be good.
Yep.
And a lot of people just, and look, not for nothing, guys. Whoever's listening, whoever's gonna listen, if you got something you want us to talk about, we'll talk about it. And we'll give a very unbiased opinion. The only thing, and we're going to be honest because that's who we are.
Right.
What's the 3 things we don't talk about on here?
Religion, politics, relationships. We We might touch something about relationships because our relationships ain't romantic, just like what we're talking about now. But sometimes you got to know how to deal with some situations. But
Right.
get into your life and your romantic relationship, no. Religion, politics, relationships.
Yep. Oh wow, I didn't think that was gonna be that last. But yeah, so and let me read what one and only just said. He said, totally understand, but also just as long as you got supporters like me and everyone on here, y'all always gonna be good. Nah, we really appreciate that.
Salute,
We
bro.
really appreciate that.
Salute.
That means a lot.
This is the episode. Well, this is the recurring episode. Mental health. We're gonna do it monthly, or we try to do it monthly. We've been doing it monthly. I want to keep the streak going, but this is the one that's heavily centered around people like you. It's a safe place, even though it's a podcast. But if you got an issue that sometimes you just need to talk it out.
And we could talk about it. We could talk about it. The reason, not to cut you off, bro, I apologize.
You're good.
The reason I say we could talk about it, because you never know, bro. We might be going through the same thing and we could probably help each other.
Bingo. And then something that I had to learn I had to learn to accept was sometimes, again, just the talk. Sometimes that person that's talking to you don't need the answers. They just need to get it out.
Right. And you know, I say it every day. The people that's in my life right now, I am blessed to have every single one of y'all in my life. And the reason I say that, because there'll be times, I'm not gonna sit here in front. I might seem like I'm strong most of the time. I'm so sick of this game already. It keep making that noise. But there are times I want to give up. I'm not saying, commit suicide or anything. I know that's a little touchy subject with some people. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I just want to give up in life sometime. But then I look at the people that's a part of my life that depend on me. If I'm not good, they not good. So I gotta be good. And one and only said facts. And also, we grown human beings at the end of the day. You absolutely right. But TG, I'm running my mouth right now. So I mean, go ahead, brother.
You think that way, but what you're doing, man, you ain't running your mouth. You are without intention. You are expressing some things that's been on your mind. And I mean, that's what we here for. Same thing, man. It's been so many times where I even look at myself and people had to stop me from saying this. Failure. Because I start going back and analyzing stuff, and sometimes I feel that way. And it made me do want to just not try anymore. Just like hands up. Throw in the towel. Again, not in that morbid way, but you get what I'm saying? And again, you have to think about those people who are looking at you. Parents understand that probably better than anyone. They're giving up, but then somebody's depending on you. They're giving up, but then knowing that you're the example. And boy, I ain't gonna lie, there's been some days where I'm like, I have made a bad decision, and I'm not proud of it. And I think about how would I feel if my child did it. And it wakes you up. It wakes you up. So with that being said, don't be afraid to talk to anybody. Of course, not always on here. I'm talking to anybody that's listening and will listen. Don't be afraid to talk to somebody, man, because sometimes you do just need to get it out. And sometimes you do need answers, and sometimes you do need support. Sometimes that's just the answer. You cannot do all the stuff by yourself, even maintaining yourself.
Yep.
What's that quote? No man is an island.
That is so truthful. So truthful.
Bro, at a young age, I used to hate when we were teenagers and it was young teenagers talking about, I don't need nobody. I'm independent. I don't need nobody. Lie, 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 lie.
Yep.
Even grown, I don't care how thugged out you are. I don't care how wealthy and successful you are. I don't need nobody. I'm self-made. I don't know about self-made. You
All right,
probably
let's not go that far.
so you make that most boy. I don't need nobody. You don't need nobody. I'm good enough by myself. By yourself? Okay, then let's put you on the deserted island for 90 days. I ain't trying to say you won't live, but how many times you gonna want to reach for that phone and text somebody, do some work? You gonna want to occupy yourself some way that involves another human being contact, and that's natural because that's how we were designed.
Let's see how far that go.
All right. It's the reason why solitary confinement is a thing in prisons. One, it keep you away from everybody else because you done did something crazy. But two, it will drive you crazy. Being alone, of course, physically being alone in one room with nothing in it will drive you crazy over time. But you telling me you don't need nobody? Being alone for too long changes who you are.
Yep.
And dare I say, it will make the smartest person ignorant. It'll make a smart person ignorant without having any interaction with anybody. Because, well, I even saw this, and I've heard it in many places, but this person was talking about how Kobe learns and how Kareem learned. A fool doesn't learn from his mistakes and keep making the same mistakes over and over again. A smart man learns from his mistakes and tries not to make that same mistake again. But a wise person also learns from the mistakes of others. That's the reason why I don't care what you say. You need somebody. You just maybe not using it the same way you think. Let's look at that comment. Yo, Jay.
What's good, bro?
As we said, what's good, my brother? Hope all is good. Man, that's what we're talking about. We're just talking it out. But yeah, things are cool. And one and only says you always need someone in your life. Yeah, you're gonna need somebody.
No, definitely.
You need somebody, man. That's the short. You're gonna need somebody there.
But but seriously, I mean, you make a good point, bro. But I mean, I expressed how I felt and what's going on with me. You expressed what's going on with you, brother. This don't have to be and this is no offense to, the show. It don't have to be a long episode, man. It's just how we feel at the moment.
You know what I would I wouldn't say what I would like to see or what I would say this is how I could see it. I say not a long episode, but wherever you watching from in the comments, because there are some people that will watch later, and I believe that talk and discussion will take place in the comments where people can, especially if you don't want to just get on directly, where they can do it in a more safer feeling environment. We just want to let you know that we're thinking about y'all.
No, for sure.
All of you. We're thinking about you. And if, again, we always say this on every episode anyway. Hey, you got something to talk about, the families here.
Like, we mean that.
About everything. Yeah.
Well, yo, brother, you got anything else on your mind? You stupid.
No, because people be like, y'all ain't gonna put my business out there. Like, no, we don't do that.
Nah, we not like that. We're not like that at all.
But no,
like,
man,
do what everybody else do. I got this friend, right? You know how quick people do that? I got this friend, right? And she going through XYZ, like, oh, okay. Now here to judge, we listening.
Right. Is your
And
friend
that's
apprehensive
just
about something? My friend don't know what apprehensive means.
right.
Look at B. Yo, thanks, JC. Jay said, and we think about y'all too. Love, man.
Nah, I appreciate that.
And we know who that next comment is. Nixon 4. That'll help my Ooh. I ain't gonna change the subject before we get off of this thing, man. But if Danhausen don't have a big old poster in Madison Square right now, you might want to.
I mean, he did lift the curse.
Yeah, and look what happened ever since. Oh, you know what? That's gonna be my last thing. Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let nobody judge you, or don't let what people think about whatever you do for your peace, your mental health, your enjoyment. I don't care what other people think. If that helps you, do it. As long as you ain't hurting nobody. I am grown. We both grown, and we are wrestling heads. We are basically at the end of the day. I'm gonna say it. We nerds in many ways.
And we okay with it.
I'm fine with that. I ain't hurting nobody. I'm minding my business.
Mm-hmm.
And cause nerd just means you just emphatic about something, and you willing to dive deeper and do the work into learning more. Ain't no geek. Now, don't try me on the street. So whatever you like. Yo, I know grown men that got into knitting. Hey, if that makes you happy, be happy with it.
And just go for it.
Yep.
And B said, if the Knicks win the chip, he need to be on the parade float. Yeah, for sure. We're not disagreeing with that.
Totally agree with that.
You do know Reggie had a show for this, right? So Reggie has a show.
Yes, man. Support, bro. Reggie with that. We can dive into that.
Full court press.
Full court press, baby. Yeah, it's deep right now because it's deep in the playoffs right now. A lot of stuff to talk about if you're in the NBA, if you're in the
Wait, did if people still in the comments, did OKC and San Antonio play? Who won that?
I'm getting
you can never catch it, obviously. It's usually on Tuesdays at 5, but this week he did Thursday at 5. But it's always Tuesdays at 5 p.m.
I'll be getting my game.
OKC up 2-1.
They up 2-1.
It's these new OKC fans that get on my nerves. But that's another story for another time. But brother, you got any parting words before we disperse?
I really don't think that I could add any more on without going too deep in involvement other than what we've already pointed out. I'm cool. My heart is at ease.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess if I had to say anything, hey man, y'all keep your head up and keep grinding. Matter of fact, keep your head low and keep pushing. As long as them feet keep moving, keep progressing forward. Don't let nobody stop that.
With that being said, we're gonna flip it this time. So with that being said, we appreciate you coming out, sit at the table with us for a little while to talk about your mental health as well as ours. Because not a lot of times, a lot of people have people to talk to. But this is why we call ourselves the Family Meeting Podcast, because at the end of the day, we are family. And with that being said, you could have been anywhere else in the world today, but you here with us, and we appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So for my brother, TG, this is Mel. Keep your mental right. We love you. We're going to speak to you again.
Hey, good evening, everyone.